What's going on, guys? Today's video is leadership. So let's get into it. Leadership's a dance. Push too fast, you crash. Wait too long, and you're dead. Great leaders know when to hammer and when to hold back. Jocko Willink and Admiral McRaven, who we've covered before, learned this in the fire. 2 stories, 1 truth. This one's going to stick, so let's roll. All right, story, here we go. First, Jocko, Ramadi, 2006, SEAL Task Unit Bruisers, hunting insurgents. Hot tip comes in. Enemies hold up in a compound. Clock's ticking. Jocko's team is amped. Let's hit it now. Locked and loaded. Itching to kick doors, but something's off. Intel's thin. Maps vague. His guts scream, slow down. Most leaders would charge away, prove they're aggressive, and seize the moment. Not Jocko. He holds them back, demands better recon. Team's antsy. What's the holdup? He waits, gets eyes on the target. Turns out it's a bigger fight than they thought. Traps waiting. Then he flips the switch. Full aggressive. Surgical strike, go time. They hit clean and hard. Bag the bad guys. No losses. Why? He pushed when it counted, waited when it didn't. All right. Now, Admiral McRaven, 1990s, SEAL training op. He's overseeing a live fire drill. Young SEALs, heavy weapons, high stakes, right? One team's moving sloppy, rushing out of sync. Danger close to screwing it up. McRaven could have barked, speed up, finish it. Pressure's on to look sharp. Instead, he halts. Dead stop. Team's pissed. Why are we waiting? He walks him through it. Fix your angles, check your lanes. Patient, deliberate, then go again. They nail it tight. No mistakes. That pause saved lives, sharpened killers. And you're probably wondering, why are we talking about pausing when we've been so aggressive with going reviving and then taking a step forward, right? Well, good leaders, they know when we need to push. They also know when to hold back, kind of like holding your team back, not letting them loose right now, because at the end of the day, if that stuff is going to get them hurt or killed, especially when you're talking about combat oriented MOSs, right? What you're really doing there is ensuring the survivability of not just your soldiers, but also if you take that to a company format, by holding back a little bit, getting more information about something that may cause a delay later on down the line, your survivability rate or your probability rating of succeeding became that much more, that much better, right? So we don't always need to go forward, forward, forward. Sometimes we need to take a step back, look at the situation, and then go, right? That's going to ultimately save us in the long run. While everything else may be short term and in chaos, it's going to be short and you don't have a lot of time. A half-second pause or a 30-second pause is going to give you that extra added benefit of being more precise, more on target, more on whatever, right? So let's learn the trick of holding back a little bit and then going, okay? The lesson here. Here's the truth. Leadership's timing. Push hard, wait smart. Jocko and McRaven didn't wing it. They balanced the gas and the brake. Your team's hyped, slipping, or stuck. Don't just react, own the rhythm. Step 1, read the room. Ask, is this go time or do we need clarity? Gut check it. If the plan's shaky, like Jocko's thin intel, or execution's wobbly, like McRaven's sloppy drill, pause. Not forever, just enough to lock it in. Again, that 30-second pause, right? Clarity is your weapon. Haste is your enemy. Step 2, push ruthless when it's time. Once the path clear, hit like a freight train. No half measures. Give them the green light to crush it. Full commitment, right? So they were able to hold back a little bit and hold off on going full crazy, and now they can go full crazy, right? So let's do that. Step three, explain the switch. Tell them why you waited or why you're charging. We held back to get it right. Now we move because it's ours. That's not babysitting. It's teaching them to read the beat too. Step 4, watch the pulse. Keep checking as you go. Things are going to shift, adjust, pull back, or double down. But don't autopilot. Rushing blinds you. Jocko'd be dead if he charged blind. Stalling kills drive. McRaven's teamed be soft if he let him coast. You're the metronomer. I don't know how to say this word. Metronomy. Set the tempo. Keep it alive. Timing's not weak. It's power. Nail it. And you're not just leading, you're unstoppable. Jocko's weight didn't waste time. It saved his team from an ambush. And we know we can get ambushed in the civilian world too from a company because they didn't give you everything that you needed. They gave you half of the stuff and expected you to do it. Well, don't do that. Take a step back, ask for more clarity, ask for that stuff. What's the worst they could say? The worst they could say is no. All right, cool. Well, then I'm not going to complete this until you give me all the answers I need, especially in the machining industry, right? Like what I'm in on the civilian side. That stuff, I mean, a lot of these parts that we make, they go into people's body. If we don't get it right, I'm sorry, but I don't think some person that's going to be receiving this, they get a bad part in their body because of whatever reason, is going to be too happy, right? Um, that strike wasn't luck. It was precision, born from patience. McRaven's pause didn't slow progress. It built a team that could run through hell without blinking. When you nail timing, your team doesn't just scrape by, they dominate. Push hard, they feel your fire. Wait smart, they trust your brain. That balance turns chaos into wins, projects crushed, crisis dodged, respect earned. Jocko's unit owned Ramadi. McRaven's SEALs became legends, not by sprinting blind, but by pacing it right. Your crew, they'll feed off that rhythm. Move faster when it counts. Think clearer when it's messy. You're not just leading today, you're teaching them how to lead tomorrow, right? And that's ultimately what we want to do as leaders because you're going to be, if you're in a leadership position, eventually somebody's going to come and replace you. Who would you want it to be? The people that you trained to ultimately come up and replace you because you know their morals, you know that they've been trained to a certain point where they can accept responsibility and own these things and be able to lead the way that maybe not the way you did, but maybe they have a specific way they want to lead and they go in, but they have all the same thing that you have, the morals, the clarity, all of the same tempo, everything, because you set the standard, brother. So let's just keep that in mind. That's what we're aiming to do. As leaders, we need to think about, well, hey, if I do this and it looks bad on me, what are my Joes going to do? My Joes are probably going to end up doing the same thing and they're going to think that it's okay, right? We don't want to give that bad standard to them. We want to give them the good standard so that they can go forward and lead their own respective platoons or squads, or maybe you're in a company, you're a manager, a supervisor, or maybe you're higher than that, maybe at a CEO level, right? It's always the same. Okay. So we're just learning to lead. We're giving leadership lessons to the people under us so that they can lead their own teams. Okay. Later on down the line. Your shot. Don't sleep on this. Timing's your edge. It's go time. This week, find one moment where you're leading, a tight deadline, a team meltdown, a big pitch. Catch yourself. Are you rushing blind or are you stalling scared? Ask push or wait and trust your gut. If it's fuzzy, pause. Recheck the plan. Get one fact straight. Take a breath. If it's clear, charge. Pick the target. Rally your crew and let them feel the heat. Tell them why. We wait to win. We push to own. Make the call, own it, and watch what shifts. Maybe they lock in tighter. Maybe you dodge a wreck. Share it with me because that story is going to burn bright. You're not just a leader, You're the pulse of the fight. Set the rhythm, make it count, and don't look back. Go get after it. Stay real, brothers and sisters. All right.